432 The Drop Radio. I am your host, King Drop, and this is your Daily Drop. Okay, it's time for your Daily Drop. Strange weather. This weather, I don't know if you can even call this weather. Honestly, I don't even think you can call this weather. A town in India is invaded by toxic waste clouds. All right, so vibe with me, family. Roll with me on this. What happens in India happens to you. All right, town in India invaded by toxic waste clouds. The result of a toxic stew of chemicals in the lakes. Now check this out. Fluffy white clouds of toxic waste have invaded the streets of Bangalore. It looks like fresh snow, but it's actually from the Bellandur Lake. So it looks like fresh snow, okay, but it's actually from the Bellandur Lake, which is horribly contaminated with chemical and sewage waste. When it rains, the lake rises and wind lifts the foam into the sky and carries it to India's technology capital. So whenever it rains, all right, in Bangalore, the Bellandur Lake, the sewage from this lake rises up with the winds and lifts the foam into the sky and carries it to India's technology capital. This is crazy because, you should be looking at a slideshow right now. You see these pictures and it looks like snow. It's fluffy snow falling. But no, it's toxic waste that's raising up from the rain. And don't think they're not doing this stuff on purpose. Don't think they don't plan on raining down clouds on you. So you heard of HARP, research HARP. You heard of, all these weather experiments. This is your weather drop. Research this on your own. This is not an accident because it happened before in France. Research, toxic, clouds falling, fibers falling, like I like to call them different things. Matter of fact, in Texas, there's a report of fibers, these strange white fibers falling from the sky. Kind of like the same type of clouds over here, but they're like even thinner fibers. That's like a web like. So it looks almost like a spider web, but they're falling from the sky. Now we see these planes just spraying us all over the place. The chemtrails are all, they're playing tic-tac-toe in the sky. The planes are playing tic-tac-toe in the sky. And you ain't allowed to play. You can just watch them just do the X's and O's on you while they play this game. And then we see toxic clouds and toxic fibers in Texas. Just research this toxic fiber stuff. This is what's not being reported. And we're psychologically brainwashed and trained to think that because it's not being reported, it's not important to you. Because it's happening in India, it's not happening to you. Our people are everywhere, first of all. So what's happening in India is happening to you. And don't think they're not testing this stuff because of the fact that you're not paying attention. They can just do this and the story comes and goes on the outer ring circuit. So I'm bringing you that outer ring circuit of news that I know is pertinent to the chemical warfare going on in our communities today with all these chemtrails. And we're seeing how now this toxic waste is now lifting up out the water magically and just raining down on the city, but in fluffy white cloud form. So it looks beautiful. It's like a beautiful death. Let me just finish up the article before I go crazy. Bellandur Lake used to supply more than 20 villages with water until the 1970s, but it has since become a cesspool. It is part of the Bellandur drainage system, and it drains into the southern and southeastern part of the city. The Daily Journal reports that by the 1980s, unregulated industrial, residential, and commercial development caused insufficient rainwater to reach the Bellandur Lake. The body of water declined further in the 1990s when Bangalore became India's version of Silicon Valley. So, we got that in California. All these, this big technology burst and influx. But what did that cause to the environment? What was the result? But I'm going to leave a link for you to research, for you to check out. Love y'all. And remember, stay up, suit up, choose up.
432thedrop.com.
This is your Daily Drop.